You know what I never understood? Podcasts. I don't understand why they're so popular. It's just lazy content. The concept of sitting around and listening to some schmuck talk my ear off for hours doesn't really tickle my fancy. Now, I call podcasts
the epidemic of the microphone.
Here's why. It comes down to a very basic concept. Just because you can afford a microphone doesn't mean people want you to use it. I think that makes sense, right? Here's an example. Pretend my name is Tucker. I'm more wide than I am tall, and I just put together my allowance to buy a Disney sing-along mic. I'm gonna start a podcast, and I'm gonna become rich and famous. Just like my idol, Joe Rogan. 9-year-old me plugs in the mic, and I start talking.
Hey guys, just bought a new mic today. It's podcast time. Episode 1, we're gonna talk about why. Wait, Mom, I'll be up for dinner in a second. We're having grilled cheese. Sorry, my Jordan's better than LeBron.
Who in their right mind would sit down and listen to that? Well, the answer is no one. Uninteresting, awful quality, and terrible topic. Now, obviously that's played up, but the gist of that is that people genuinely think when they just buy a microphone, they're gonna be rich and famous. That's not how that works. Why should I, as the viewer, give my undivided attention to you for an hour? Let alone if you're just some average Joe with no crazy story to tell. Now, I'd listen to you if you had a story about how you toppled a government using nothing more than a deck of cards and a bobby pin, but I will certainly not listen to your 5-hour podcast on why waffles are better than pancakes. Captivating. I swear, some people are just banking on it. It's like throwing your car keys down at a roulette table. The odds of you walking away with a smile ear to ear is quite minimal. Now, if podcasts are your thing, knock yourself out. Go listen to as many as you want. But I think it's just kind of dumb that people assume other people just want to listen to them for the sake of just being heard. It has to be interesting and captivating. You can't just sit down and ramble. And I'm definitely not saying all podcasts are bad. As I mentioned before, Joe Rogan or even the Misfits podcast is pretty good. But a podcast with no substance is just a kid with a microphone wasting his time, i.e. yours truly. Anywho, this was just a quick video because I felt compelled to make something. And if my voice doesn't enrage you and you do genuinely like what you see here, I'm working on some very interesting projects coming up. So don't touch that dial. Stay tuned. See you later, alligator.